Welcome with Willemsen Worldcup Wednesdays. This week episode we're talking about Team USA. Team USA has in charge the head coach Jill Ellis. Jill Ellis has been working with the US Federation for many years, seeing the players from young growing into the national team that they are right now. She has difficulties with the legacy of the Abby Wambach and the team that has brought so many people with passion of the American soccer team. So it's a transition period that she really has to form now. Let's look at the lineup, the most likely lineup, because Jill Ellis is still a little bit experimenting. Even when it's April, only 2 months to go, you see she's not there yet about figuring out what her midfielders should look like. She's playing out of a 1-4-3-3 formation with a very creative attacking four. Mallory Pugh, a very surprising player in the lineup now, is almost playing as a shadow striker. So sometimes in the games you already see that it's almost two blocks. The creative attacking front line and the rest of the team. So let's see what the strong points are of Team USA, but also see what weak spots they still have to work on before really challenging the World Cup champions. Okay, let's see how America builds up from the back. You see that there's space in the midfield. She also has the space to control the ball forward. And there you see already Morgan and Rapinoe creating depth. So there is a lot of depth already in the field of America. You see the depth, you see the width, and she takes the dribble. She takes the dribble, but she keeps the overview. And if you look at how the players are connecting, you see she not only has an option to go first post, but she has the option to go second post, the penalty spot, and even to draw the ball back. So the key of America when they have the ball, it's when they have the ball, they want to find depth, they make the field wide, and they link up, having as many possibilities as they create. So let's see how Team USA is organizing their defense. So they're defending on their own half, and what you see that they're pressured back around their own penalty box. And you see that there are many players in the area, but still those 5 players are only focused at one striker that they are defending. You see Spain has the option with one pass to get already behind the defense. You can see that they are free to find the striker with a midfielder linking up, finding the midfielder herself, or on the right opening it up. So US is actually only focused here to defend the striker while giving all the options free. And luckily Spain chooses the most difficult option also. Here you see the moment when they have to shift as a team to defense. You see the front line already making the field compact. But you see the back line already running backwards. So that means instead of keeping the field small, it's the back line making the field wide again. That there's a lot of space in the midfield where the back line is running backwards from. And it's the same thing over here. The defensive line is very ball focused. So instead of making the spaces small and making sure that the spaces are covered, they're only focused on the player that can have the ball. So there's no connection between the left center defender and the left fullback, but neither between the right back and the right center defender. So spaces are completely open. You see the right center defender, again in this video, looking only at the ball, having no clue what the gap in the space between her and the left fullback is. Only focused, orientated on the ball. Okay, let's see what Team USA is going to do when they lose the ball. Okay, here you see the moment where the midfielder gets the ball but she's closed. And you also see the two center defenders not anticipating. So they still stay a very far space behind to support or what to anticipate if they lose the ball. The controlling midfielder takes too long, opens up, boom, directly pressured with Brazil. But what happens then? What choice does America want to make? Do they want to pressure when they lose the ball, or do they first want to draw back? And you see, stepping back, a lot of space. Again, not pressuring forward, waiting. Okay, a bad shot. But it looks like they don't make the decision. Are we going to pressure to make sure we prevent depth, or are we going to defend depth? What is Team USA doing when we win the ball? So when they win the ball, there's a lot of space, there's a lot of creativity. Okay, America wins the ball, and at that point you already see players creating depth. So Toby Heath is here already making the space in front of her. Good use of her body, and already you see two players with her directly linking up, Morgan and Rapinoe. And look what Rapinoe is doing, because Rapinoe is already 2 meters in front of her defender. And the two central defenders are mostly already focused on Toby Heath. It's a great run where she makes the space, and still 4 players linking up and Toby Heath finish what she started. But great run, game intelligence of Megan Rapinoe. Okay, so who is the favorite player of me to watch? I think Megan Rapinoe. She's incredible. She's left foot, right foot. She is a player with depth. She's a player that is good in standard situations. She makes the difference in the game. At the last moment showing up, finishing it with the right foot. So I hope you enjoyed Willemsen World Cup Wednesday. Thank you for watching, and I love to see you next week with Willemsen World Cup Wednesday, where we analyze Team England. See you, stay tuned.